Artsakh needs help! Open the road of life! Open the road of life!
We're here to support 120,000 Armenians that are being starved as we speak in Artsakh.
A group of mothers deeply concerned about the children and people of Artsakh gathered for a third round of demonstrations in front of the American Red Cross office in Los Angeles. As this humanitarian crisis continues, a disturbing recent report states that the number of miscarriages have increased in the region. And the next protest is on August 1st at 7 p.m. in front of Glendale City Hall. Right now, about 360 tons of humanitarian aid is stuck in Armenia, unable to be delivered to Artsakh because Azerbaijan continues to block the only road which connects Armenia to Artsakh. For 7 months now, the Lachin corridor has been blocked. No food, medicine, or humanitarian supplies have entered that region in more than a month. The International Committee of the Red Cross was previously allowed to make some limited deliveries, but now access is being denied. Concerns are growing, as are calls to action. Musician and activist Serj Tankian says after reading an article by Amnesty International about the illegal blockade, he came up with the idea to draft an open letter alongside other artists and actors to bring awareness about the seriousness of the situation.
We can't put pressure on such a dictatorial regime. So it's important for our democratic nations to put pressure on them, especially utilizing sanctions as we've used against Russia. There has to be a price to pay for creating this kind of humanitarian disaster, for trying to do ethnic cleansing, for trying to do a genocide. There's got to be a price to pay. We have to try to impose sanctions on Azerbaijan to get that message out.
Tankian also says Russian peacekeepers are not doing their job of keeping the Lachin corridor open, which was part of the trilateral agreement between Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Russia following the 2020 war. While a number of international human rights organizations and members of Congress have repeatedly called for the road to be reopened, many argue the State Department and the Biden administration haven't done enough. Azerbaijan is calling Armenia's attempt to send humanitarian aid into the region a provocation, proposing that supplies be routed to Artsakh through the Azerbaijani town of Agdam, which Armenia ceded to Azerbaijan following the war. EU's foreign policy chief says that this should not be seen as an alternative to reopening of the Lachin corridor.